Cutie Pies. I am Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is Days of Our Lives edition. Today is Monday, December the 25th, 2023. Merry Christmas to you who celebrate. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. Today's episode on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a solid 7. Honestly, I thought this was going to be like a throwaway episode, kind of, but it was actually pretty good. Let's go. It was too much Christmas music, so just drop down into the comment section to see the episode. Hopefully tomorrow it's just regular, and so I can start playing like doing it how I've been doing it. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. We see Ava has a dream, and she wakes. She okay. So Ava is dreaming, and Harris comes in, and he tells her, "I know why you broke up with me because you are fronting drugs out of the bistro and everything." And she wakes up from the dream and she realizes, oh, it was just a bad nightmare. Thank God. Right. So then later on, she's going about her day, and Harris comes by, and so you know he tells her that he got her a gift. And she was like, Harris, I told you, we broke up. And he was like, but I got you a gift. He got her this cute little necklace and everything. And he wants her to have it. And she said, but we're not together. I can't accept this. And he was like, no, one day we're going to be together because I know you feel the way I feel. I like these two together. I like the chemistry between the two of them. And so I do want them to get back together. To me, I was bored with Harris when he was trying to be with Hope, and when he was trying to be the guy that chased down with Steve and all that. I was like, oh, this character, I could, leave him. I don't have to take him. But now that he's with Ava, for some reason, I'm enjoying the character more, and I don't see him as Jason from General Hospital. I see him as Harris. So I don't know. I'm enjoying these two together and to see how this is all going to turn out because it's gonna be a mess, baby. All right, so let's move on from that. I'm not gonna hold y'all long. I know it's Christmas and everything, and you're with your families and stuff, so I'm not gonna hold y'all long. So then we go over here and we see Eric and no, we see EJ and Nicole. I wanted to say Eric and Nicole. We see EJ and Nicole, and she's just she's looking better. She's looking more refreshed, and she said she hates that she left Holly on her birthday, but EJ said no, she understands that you were having a hard time, especially with the baby. And she was like, I can't believe I took the baby. He said, but you weren't going to do anything. But she says Holly normally is up on Christmas and she's ready to go, and so she's going to go check on her. And he was like, okay. So Nicole goes up, and y'all know Holly was doing a little bit of drinking, and so when she's in her bedroom with a hangover and she's taking medicine, and she looks at her phone and she's like, ooh, goodness, I did not send that message to Johnny, that thirsty little message I was sending him. She said, oh Lord, but I called him, but she can't remember what they talked about on the phone. So then the next thing we see is Nicole comes in, and Holly just tells, she was like, I can't believe you're not up for Christmas. And she says, oh, I just have a migraine. But Nicole gets close to Holly and she said, whoo, have you been drinking? And so Holly admits what she's done as far as drinking and everything. And of course, Nicole feels bad because she feels like this is her fault. She hasn't been paying attention to Holly because of everything she has going on. But we understand why Nicole. Yes, she should have been there for Holly's birthday. I mean, it would have been a nice thing to do. But she's dealing with a lot as well. And some people will agree that she should have been there no matter what, and other people will agree with each other that, well, I mean, she just lost the baby. She was going through a lot mentally herself. So I don't know, y'all. Let's move on. So then Nicole decides to take Holly out and about so she gets fresh air and they can spend some time together, to celebrate her birthday and just mother daughter bonding. So when they do this, Holly goes ahead and she admits to Nicole, listen, uh, you know, this whole thing about Tate. And Nicole said, so is this why you're drinking and stuff? She said, no, I like Johnny. I'm going to be honest with you. I like Johnny. He's my favorite person. And I actually think it's love. And Nicole said, baby, that's not love. That's infatuation. You're just having a crush. And because you can't have your crush, you become deeper in that, which turns into infatuation because he does not love you back. He actually sees you as just his sister. And she said, and you don't want to feel that feeling of liking someone or wanting someone and they don't love you as much, or they don't love you at all. You don't want that feeling. So around this time, Eric comes up, and baby Nicole grabs Holly's hand. She about to take a run for it, and Eric stops her. Now Eric had been with Sloan earlier, so Eric was with Sloan, and he was telling her, you know, they were talking about everything that was going on, and he wanted to put the baby in the Christmas onesie. But remember, Nicole bought that Christmas onesie, so Sloan didn't want to put the baby Jude in it. And Eric said, she said, oh, he had a blowout earlier. He was in like 5 minutes. He said, or you just don't want to put the baby in it because Nicole bought it. I said, Sloan, put that baby in that onesie. But she doesn't want to. And she said, I don't want Nicole anywhere near my child. I can't believe she did that. I said, baby, you mean kidnap? Now, you know Sloan is my girl. I like Sloan. But I said, now, girl, sometimes you got to take the high road. She said, will not. I said, okay. So Sloan is like, I'm not doing it. I'm not putting him in anything that Nicole bought him, and I want her to stay away from my child. And then her and Eric really don't agree with this. So moving right along, Eric tells Sloan that he wants to take the baby for a walk. She said it's too cold. Just he said, well, what maybe a ride in the car. And I said, Sloan, why don't you go with him? And so she said, okay, you could do that. So he ends up leaving her, right? And so that's when we see Eric with Nicole. Now, he tells Nicole, I was gonna take the baby for a walk, but then I decided to do a ride in the car. But then I realized it's not as cold outside as I thought it was, and it's a beautiful day here in Texas. I hope you guys had great weather as well. But he said, I realized it's not as cold as I thought it was, so I decided to go ahead and do the walk. And Nicole said, I know you don't want me around your baby. And he said, Nicole, I don't feel like that at all. She said, but I'm sure your wife has a different opinion about that. And anyways, y'all, him and Holly and Nicole end up sitting down and enjoying some I guess I don't know if they went to Sweet Bits or it's a store open or whatever, but anyways, they end up sitting down enjoying some tea and all that kind of stuff, and they're talking. And he said, "Holly, what's wrong with you?" And so he finds out that Holly's been drinking, and he says, "I'm not happy about that, but I know there's been a lot going on." And he wishes her a happy birthday and all that. Eric always gonna have a good relationship with Holly, kind of like Johnny has with Rafe. So he wishes her a happy birthday and all that. And they're sitting down and they're talking and they're just enjoying each other, right? And then Holly said, can I hold the baby? And he's like, bless you, mama. And he says, yeah. And so she holds the baby. He holds the baby. I mean, she holds the baby and everything, and it's cute. Now, at this point, Sloan and Leo come up, and he said, "Oh, look at that, the perfect family." Now, Leo and Sloan had met up at Sloan's apartment because as soon as Eric left, Leo came in, and he smells a mess, child, because he having to try to stay at the men's shelter. He said, I haven't showered in like 3 days." Or he can't shower in 3 days because there's a waiting list. And he said, and I had to eat that turkey dinner they gave me. And he said, Sloan, I'm gonna need you to give me some money. You need to fund my lifestyle. I want to stay at the Salem Inn. I want to stay at the top floor. I want to open mini bar and all this. And she said, baby, I can't fund that for you because I ain't got no money like that. And I said, so Sloan don't have a little change? And she said, no, I do not. I can barely afford this place. I said, well, Eric needs to work. Where does Eric work? Oh, I guess he works at the pub. I don't know if that's making enough money. And she said, and plus we got this baby now. I can't help you. I can barely afford this place. I have a child now. It is what it is. And he said, well, this horse right here, because they bought the baby at Jude a little horse rocker. He said that looked like that cost about the price of a real horse. So you're gonna have to do something. And she said, stop threatening me, Leo. So anyways, they talking or whatever, and I guess she was going to get him a room at the Salem Inn. And that's when they run upon Eric and Nicole, because Leo had told Sloan that I know how much you love this baby because you was willing to turn me in and tell them that I had a reason to steal this baby. So I know you gonna give up the money. I said, Sloan, go and talk to Melinda so y'all can take care of this. Go talk to Melinda because Melinda would help you take care of this Leo problem. But I don't know, child. I think Sloan and Leo gonna end up being friends anyways. They're gonna be in this together because Leo lying just as much as Sloan is. Anyways, let's move right along. So then we see um Sloan sees them at the park, and I said she gonna be upset with you, Eric, because she told you not to have that man. I mean, have that woman around her child. So then, moving right along from there, we run into EJ and Stefan. So Stefan comes home and EJ is there and he tells him, "Oh, ooh, why you looking like that, brother?" He said, "Because he was in the infirmary with Gabby because she has a broken leg." And EJ said, "Oh, she still ain't learned to keep her mouth shut after the last beating." He said, "No, Clyde Weston is the one who sent the message." And so EJ wasn't paying attention until Stefan said that, and he said, "What Clyde got to do with this?" And he said, "Mila, don't eat all those marshmallows." He said Clyde was sending a message because now he makes EJ, Stefan, and Ava run his drug front since EJ used to do it for him and he was needing a new person. He said, "Oh, okay." So he tells him everything. He tells EJ everything that's going on with Clyde. And I said, "You telling the wrong brother. You should have went ahead and told Chad because Chad would have did what you wanted to do because he waiting on a chance to get to end Clyde." But he tells EJ and he tells EJ, "I need your help and I know you have people to do this." EJ said, "I've turned over a new leaf. I'm not that same man." I said, "Since when? You was just had to, well, you might not need help from EJ because his person couldn't take care of Xander, nor could they take care of Ava. He don't have the right hitmen in the first place. So you went to the wrong person anyway. I'm telling you, you should go on and tell Chad what's going on." So he just said, "I'm not that same man. I'm a different man now." I said, "Okay, EJ, okay." And he said, "Plus, I can't stand Ava or Gabby." And he said, "But you will want, but I know you would hate Clyde Weston more." He said, "I do," but he said, "But I'm the DA now. I can't be a part of this. I have a new job and I'm on the other side of the law." EJ not about to help. That's what I heard. EJ is not about to help him, but he's not going to arrest him or anything for what's going on. But he said, but if he gets the evidence to turn Stefan in, I mean, Stefan pretty much confessed, but he said if he finds the legit evidence, he's going to turn him in. And Harris told Ava the same thing, that he was really going to crack down on finding the people who are, fronting this drug money, who are doing this drug money. I said, y'all telling the wrong people. Tell Harris he could help y'all with Clyde Weston. Y'all telling the wrong people what's going on. And Ava know that if she told Steve what was going on and how Clyde was threatening Trip, Steve would have took Clyde out himself. They're not telling the right people what's happening. So EJ pretty much told Stefan, "Yeah, you're on your own, brother. Maybe you could maybe you could take Clyde out yourself, and maybe, or you could get in trouble and then get into prison, and Clyde is your cellmate or your next door neighbor in your cells, and then you could take him out." I said, "All right." So Stefan ain't got no connections, is what I'm hearing. His mama wouldn't help him because she can't stand Gabby. Gabby got her on the run, and EJ won't help him. I said, "Well, tell Rafe. If he finds out his sister is getting in trouble in prison because of what Clyde's doing, he would help y'all." I don't know. Y'all not telling the right people, but that's it, y'all. That was Days of Our Lives. Enjoy the rest of your Christmas holiday. Be safe, be blessed, and I will see you tomorrow for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps Days of Our Lives edition. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.